Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make a cover for a Rogue One Star Wars Rebel helmet. Cool, that was a bit of a mouthful. This is the final result. The torch has been added to the side, which my husband did. He also made the guard, which goes over the top like this. And if you want to know the details of how he made it, believe it or not, it actually started off its life from paper mache. Then if you head over to his Instagram, and I will put the details down below in the description box, you'll see how he made that and what materials and everything he used. This is a cover which is basically using a replica plastic helmet for airsoft. For an M1 helmet, and I'll show you now how I made the cover. I started off with the helmet and covered it in cling film. This was then covered in duct tape, and each section was then marked with the white tape that you can see here. I was then able to use a Stanley blade to cut each section away, which then gave me the piece to use as a template for cutting out on the fabric. As you can see in this picture here, I've used the template and I've cut the fabric pieces out. The section on the bottom left I didn't actually end up using in the end because the long piece that, as you can see in the middle, is the piece I used for the pleats. And I made it, I think this one was about 33 inches long, but I just calculated it according to how many pleats I wanted to make. So I'm starting my sections from one end. And the easiest way I've found to get them the right size is just use a normal ruler, and I'm using the width of it, so I'll just show you how I do it. So fold it over, then I slide the ruler in to get the shape, and then I'm leaving about ½ an inch between, I don't know if you can see, about ½ an inch or so between the ruler and the last line of stitching. I'll just adjust that and then I'll stitch down to get my section. Here I have it. I was just on my line of stitching here, and if I open it out, I have got this bit which, when flattened down, then makes the next one, and I'm pinning them in place. And here is all of the sections done. I'm now going to baste one end along here just to keep them in place so I can then take the pins out. And each one needs to be filled with a bit of stuffing and then like stitched along that side and then made into the right shape for the middle of the helmet. Basically, this is going to be on there. That is the middle section of the Rebel helmet liner. I am now filling each section with a bit of wadding, and so I'm just literally just taking the pins out and then making it into a little pocket, and then just posting the wadding through there. And I'm smoothing it out with, oh, it's upside down, with a crochet hook. I've attached the bias binding on one side, folded it over, and then I've done a very slim top stitch on this side. So I'm now about to do the other side. So I've just pinned it in place. Hopefully it can smooth out more. And so it's folded under, so all the raw edges are enclosed. This one is enclosed in the seam, and then this one here, I've just folded it under, and then I'm going to do a thin line of stitching just on the inside, which will then hold that all in nicely. I've just run this through on the overlocker because the fabric frays like mad. I didn't match the thread because it's all going to be tucked under the helmet and no one is going to see it, but it was just literally just to stop all the frays and all the threads hanging out. The helmet here has been made to look more worn in by dirtying it up a little and also adding a small tear to the side of it, so then when it sits underneath the guard and looks more authentic. This is the guard here pictured on its own. The way that I've done each section on the top means that you can't see lines of stitching like some people have made. This is just my preference. There was other ways of doing it. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.